try a couple more of these evaluating expressions. So in this next one, I'm asked to evaluate the expression 4c minus 5d divided by c plus d. So this fits our definition of expression because we have a collection of numbers, a 4 and a 5, a collection of variables, c's and d's. We do not have any grouping symbols, although there are some implied grouping symbols, because we're going to do all the math on the top of the fraction and all the math on the bottom of the fraction before we do this division in between them. And we have some operation symbols, the negative, or the subtraction, the addition, and the division. So just like with the problems before, I'm first going to rewrite the expression with my substituted values placed in. So the 4, and then instead of c, the negative 8, again in parentheses, so I don't forget to multiply instead of subtracting. Then the 5, and instead of the letter d, the number 2. And then on the bottom, a negative 8 for the c, plus a positive 2 for the d. Okay. Doing the math in the numerator, I get 4 times negative 8 is a negative 32, and 5 times 2 is 10, being subtracted. On the bottom, a negative 8 plus 2. Actually, since I did multiplication in that step, I'm just going to leave that for this step. If you want to simplify there, that's okay too. And then in this step, negative 32 minus 10 more would give me a total of negative 42, and a negative 8 plus 2 would leave me with negative 6. And then my final step is to do the division, or if you want to think of it as reducing the fraction, negative 42, negative sixths, that's another way of thinking of the same math. So 6 fits into 42 7 times, and a negative divided by a negative is a positive, so our final answer is 7. For problem 3, we're going to do another evaluation, and this time we've got a squared in our equation. So 2g is replaced by negative 3, the squared goes on the outside, g is replaced by negative 3 again, h is replaced by 5, and then at the end I'm subtracting 7. Please note again the use of parentheses every place that I substitute in a letter so that I'm sure to keep the correct operation. So following order of operations, I'm going to square the negative 3 first. This means negative 3 times negative 3, so it's going to come out to be a positive 9, multiplied by 2, recopying the rest. Doing the multiplication, I get 18 here, minus a negative 15 here, minus a 7. I'll recopy that over here so I have more room to finish the problem. And these two negatives together can be rewritten as a positive. So minus a negative 15 is the same thing as plus 15, minus 7. And 18 and 15 gives me 33, and when I subtract 7, I think that's 26. Double check my math there at the end. That's an 8, yeah, 26.